We are going to put 30 minutes on the clock and start game one. It's going to be Angel City Roller Derby. The Road Raiders taking on Inland Empire Roller Derby, the Mayhem Squad.
Wanted to check if you had information for, like, we're doing 50-50 and raffle baskets.
Oh yeah, I threw that out there. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll IERD's Terrorist starts things off first, taking lead jam. Angel City's Flat Track Monster also takes initial pass for Angel City. Terrorist about to loop back to that pack first. Terrorist gets through that pack and calls it immediately, getting away with one, putting points on the board first for IERD, the host team. Just a reminder, we also have a 50-50 raffle in the back and plenty of merchants for you to visit. We have Booty Vicious and Martha Squeaks on the line. Full pack for our second jam. IERD again takes it away. That's going to be Booty Vicious. Martha Squeaks finally passes through that pack for the initial. Booty Vicious is about to loop back to that pack looking for points. Booty Vicious does, pushes through that pack, closes the door behind her for 4. We have Steph Infection taking on Shotgun. They did that on purpose, you know that. Shotgun on the outside lane. Found that hole open. That's going to be Lead Jammer again for IERD. Steph Infection on the inside lane makes it through for the initial pass. Pack is moving. Bobbing and weaving right through the middle of that was Shotgun for 4 and calls it. We have Molotov Cattail taking on Cheap Shot Peggy. Cheap Shot Peggy pushing through that pack, had one left to go and finally gets through. Lead Jammer again for IERD. Molotov Cocktail staying upright and inbounds on the outside lane. Didn't quite make it, however. I think that's going to be a cut track call, perhaps. Some sort of penalty. It's going to be a power jam for Inland Empire. Yes, that was a cut track call on Molotov Cocktail. Looks like a penalty also on Cheap Shot. So it looks like we're going to trade jammers. Yep, we're going to trade jammers. It's going to be a very brief power jam for Angel City. Molotov Cattail is going to try and steal it. No lead jammer anymore. Going to go to the end. That's going to be a quick end to that power jam. All players are back on the field. Cheap Shot trying to push through the front of that pack with a little bit of help from Sammy Smackiel. Molotov Cattail at the rear of the pack trying to get through those three blockers. Sammy Smackiel and 314 Lonely Rolling Star trying to keep the pack together. Cheap Shot Peggy forced to reset. Molotov Cattail now at the front of the pack has one more defender to go. Forced out of bounds by Evilness. Cheap Shot Peggy now getting through, has one left to go, and actually does make it through. Gonna wait for that ruling. That is 4 for IERD. Sammy Smackiel forcing Molotov Cattail to reset, and that is gonna be the end of that jam.
New red jammer, 8-3. New white 10 is 510. Red white jammer, 3435. 3435 is confirmed.
We have Flat Track Monster taking on Terrorist. Coming up next, pack is at full. No one in the penalty box. Angel City this time, finally taking lead jam for the first time. That's going to be Flat Track Monster. Terrorist also makes it through for IRD. That's going to be the initial pass. Pack is moving again. It's going to be speed themed today. Flat Track Monster is going to reach that pack first, getting in a minute of those blockers. Flat Track Monster calls it. Angel City with 1 point. IRD with 2.
That goes to 1-5. White is at 1. New white jammer, 6-0. New red jammer, 2-6. White hit it 1-0-1-0.
Martha Squeaks taking on Booty Vicious.
Someone leading by the empty. Wins to 0. 4-8-0.
Both jammers still stalled. Booty Vicious running into a player, and now the other three blockers. Martha Squeaks also trying to sneak through that pack on the outside lane. Both jammers faltering. Martha Squeaks now at the front of the pack, contending with all three blockers. Martha Squeaks forced to reset. Booty Vicious' turn now to try and get through. And does. Lead jammer for IERD. Martha Squeaks also immediately gets through. That's going to be the initial pass for Angel City. Pack is going to move again. Booty Vicious returns to the pack first. Gets through that pack. Manages to earn 3 points before the end.
1-3-0 for white, 7-2-3-7. 7-2-3.
Steph Infection taking on Shotgun coming up next. Shotgun squeaks by on the inside lane, tiptoeing right on the line and staying inbounds. That's going to be lead jammer for IERD. Steph Infection fighting through the middle of that pack. Almost made it through, but forced to reset. Shotgun, however, skates right through, kind of bowling through that pack for 4. Shotgun pushed out of bounds by the Bexorcist, forced to reset. And jam is called off. Still earning 3 for IERD. Score now is 25-1 in favor of IERD. Next up, we have Molotov Cattail taking on Cheap Shot Peggy. Molotov Cattail trying to force their way through the front. Forced to reset. Cheap Shot Peggy also forced to reset. Nope. Cheap Shot Peggy going to the box. It's going to be a cut track call. Power jam now over to Angel City. Molotov Cattail finally has lead jam but forced to reset. Angel City does have lead, or not. Cut track called on Molotov Cattail. Going to trade jammers and no more lead jammer. Jam's going to go to the end, and we're going to trade jammers. It's going to be a pre-power jam for Cheap Shot Peggy. Jam continues with Cheap Shot Peggy. IERD down 3 players, but they are in power jam. Daddy Longlegs serving as the lone player to help right now, even though it's about to rejoin. Angel City for the moment at a defensive advantage. That's going to be the end of the power jam. Both jammers back on the field. Once again, jam's going to go to the end. No lead jammer anymore. Cheap Shot Peggy makes through. That's going to be the initial pass for Inland Empire. Star pass for Angel City. That's going to be 1-0-1-0 Sailor Doom. Pack's moving with Cheap Shot Peggy trying to move through it. Cheap Shot Peggy makes it through for 4. Sailor Doom running right into the rear of that pack, getting evilness. Sailor Doom does walk away with 2 for Angel City. I should say skate away. That's more accurate. Next up, we have Flat Track Monster taking on Terrorist. 1 Angel City blocker in the box. Flat Track Monster forced to reset, slow at the rear of the pack. Terrorist trying to push through those 3 blockers up front. Now 4 blockers. Pack has returned to full strength. Flat Track Monster finds an open lane on the inside lane. That's going to be lead jam for Angel City. Terrorist also makes it through out of that pack. That's going to be the initial pass for Inland Empire. Flat Track Monster makes it through that pack right in the middle. That's going to be 4 points on the board for Angel City. Terrorist still trying to make it through that pack for points. Flat Track Monster returning to the pack. Terrorist does make it through for 4 for IERD. Flat Track Monster running through the pack. Calls off that jam. Does complete the pass for 4, however, for Angel City. Score now is 33-11 in favor of the Inland Empire. Martha Squeaks taking on Booty Vicious again. Martha Squeaks running right through the middle of that pack, but called on a cut track, so it didn't count. Booty Vicious now has lead jam for Inland Empire, and that's going to be a power jam. Booty Vicious at the front of the pack, already trying to break that pack. Pack being called, gotta let her go. That's going to be 4 on the board for the Inland Empire. That's going to be the end of the power jam. Martha Squeaks returning to the pack. Booty Vicious gets through that pack first and then calls it, putting another 4 on the board.
Red goes to 4-1. White is 1. Red
White
jammer.
jammer 1310. White pivot.
Steph Infection taking on Shotgun. Having quite a few rematches already in the first half of this game. Angel City down their pivot. Shotgun on the outside lane, found that hole and runs through it. That's going to be lead jammer. Shotgun on the inside lane this time. That's going to be 4 on the board. Steph Infection, that's about done. Makes it through for the initial pass for Angel City. Pack is moving again. Pack has returned to full strength. Both jammers hit that pack with Shotgun calling it. Steph Infection does get away with 2, however. Shotgun did not.
Blue red jammer 1325.
Hot Truck Monster barely making it through, but does make it to the line. Cheap Shot Peggy on the line for IERD. Pack is at full again. Flat Track Monster trying to get some help. Forced to reset. Ricky Smalls with some excellent blocking at the rear of that pack. Buying some time. Flat Track Monster does make it through. That's going to be the lead jammer for Angel City. Cheap Shot Peggy also makes it through. That's going to be the initial pass for IERD. As what seems to happen with both jammers make it through, Pack is going to continue to move as quickly as possible. Flat Track Monster calls it. 1 point for IERD. Angel City does not get one. Terrorist taking on Martha Squeaks this time. Team timeout called by Angel City, their first of the game. We're in team timeout. Angel City's first. Looks like somewhere at the end of that last jam, Flat Track Monster got a penalty. So we're going to start with a power start for Inland Empire. For the moment, their jammer is going to be Terrorist to start things off. Don't forget, we have a 50-50 raffle held by our host team, the Inland Empire Roller Derby. Go to their merchant table if you're interested in participating. We also have plenty of vendors in the back. Sweet and Spicy Kawaii, Stamping with Joni, Church of Skate, Greenwood Goodies, Roller Shirts, and Owl of It. Plenty of vendors for you to choose from as we get started. Power start for IERD, Terrorist on the line, with Flat Track Monster for Angel City in the box. Terrorist soloing the 4 blockers up front. IERD opens a lane. Classic maneuver by IERD. Inside lane open for Terrorist to squeak through. That's going to be your lead jammer for the Inland Empire. That's going to be the end of the power jam. Flat Track Monster returning to the pack. IERD trying to buy enough time. Terrorist trying to score points. Flat Track Monster trying to get the initial pass. Flat Track Monster opens up and goes through the inside lane. However, gets called on a cut track. Power jam continues for Terrorist. Terrorist has one more to go through. and does. That's going to be 4 points on the board for IERD. Terrorist calls it. Going to be another power start coming up. Icing Flat Track Monster in the box. Booty Vicious on the line for IERD for this power start. No pack called. Booty Vicious almost made it through on the inside lane for his reset. Booty Vicious makes it through the middle of that pack. That's going to be lead jammer again for IERD. Booty Vicious tried to bully through the pack, but forced out of bounds and reset. Booty Vicious makes it through this time on the inside lane. 4 points on the board. That's going to be the end of the power jam. Flat Track Monster returning to the pack. Angel City down 2 blockers. Booty Vicious makes it through. That's going to be 4 points on the board for IERD. Flat Track Monster makes it through this time. The initial pass for Angel City. Booty Vicious forced out of bounds on the turn. Flat Track Monster makes it through that pack. That's going to be 4 on the board for Angel City. Being yelled at by the team, Booty Vicious calls it. Still skating away with 3 for IERD. Score right now is 61-17 in favor of IERD.
White jammer is 603.
This time we have Shotgun taking on Martha Squeaks. Shotgun being called on a forearm penalty. It's going to be a power jam for Angel City as Martha Squeaks takes the lead jam. Martha Squeaks forced to reset. Got through a good portion of that pack, but still in it. Still in power jam for Angel City. Martha Squeaks tiptoeing on the outside lane and makes it through. That's going to be 4 points on the board for Angel City. That's going to be an end to the power jam. Shotgun immediately did not make it through, being called on a cut track. Power jam continues for Martha Squeaks and Angel City as Martha Squeaks calls it. Possibly not knowing about the penalty, calls it anyway. It's going to be a power start this time for Angel City. You are not part of the show. Team timeout called by Inland Empire as they patiently did the whole dance and thing for the timeout. Their first of the game. Just a reminder, we have 50-50 raffles by our host team, the Inland Empire Roller Derby. Plenty of vendors in the back. Sweet and spicy, kawaii. They have cute pastel accessories. I think that means they put stuff in cakes. That's just me being dumb. Stamping with Joni. Check out all the goodies she has there. Church of Skate. They have apparel and accessories that embrace and express skate culture. They're also Latina and skater owned. Greenwood Goodies. They have fun crochet stuff there. I could never get into crochet. I have terrible eye-hand coordination. We have roller shirts. It's in the name. They have awesome shirts. And they have Al of It embroidered creations. They also have an Etsy. Please visit their merchant to see. That is the end of the team timeout for IERD. It's going to be a power start for Angel City with Steph Infection on the line. Steph Infection pushes through on the inside lane. That's going to be your lead jammer representing Angel City. Whistle's being called. IERD losing one blocker. Still in power jam for Steph Infection. Steph Infection makes it through. That's going to be 4 on the board. IERD's pivot going to the box. Both jammers made it out of the pack, however. Shotgun on the initial Steph Infection with 4. Angel City with the net positive on this jam. IERD is going to start with 2 players down. One of them is their pivot. Cheap Shot Peggy and Mialatov Cattail is going to start things off on this next jam. Ooh, Mialatov Cattail almost had it, forced to reset very last second. Cheap Shot Peggy with lead jam for IERD. Pack has returned to full strength. Briefly, Dayton Longlegs going to the box. Doesn't matter, Cheap Shot Peggy made it through for 4. Mialatov Cattail makes through that pack. That's going to be the initial for Angel City. Cheap Shot Peggy skates around that pack for 4 and calls it, closing the door behind her. Score right now is 69 noise to 33 in favor of IERD. Terrorist and Flat Track Monster on the line. No pack being called, gotta let her go. Flat Track Monster makes it through first. That's gonna be the lead jammer for Angel City. Terrorist still caught up in the middle of that pack. Terrorist stifling a hit and staying upright. Terrorist taking some punishment trying to get through and finally does. That's the initial for IERD. Flat Track Monster trying to get through on the inside lane for points. Couldn't and calls it. Still skates away with 3 for Angel City. Martha Squeaks and Booty Vicious on the line. 1 blocker for Angel City in the box. Martha Squeaks makes it through first. A lot of chaos happening in the middle of that pack. That was the inside lane pass from Martha Squeaks. Pack is moving. Booty Vicious on the initial for IERD. Martha Squeaks is going to reach the pack first. Martha Squeaks gets through that pack first. However, only passes 1 player and gets 1 point for Angel City.
White Jammer 299. Sorry, 1310.
Inland Empire calling for an official review, their first of the game. This official review brought to you by the 50-50 raffle by our host team, the Inland Empire Roller Derby. Visit their merchant table if you want to participate and try and get some free money. Well, not really free, but you're still helping the team. Got plenty of merchants in the back. Sweet and Spicy Kawaii. They have cute pastel accessories, stamping with Joni. Got a bunch of goodies back there. Church of Skate. They got accessories that express skate culture. We have Greenwood goodies. They have crochet goodies. Roller shirts. They have shirts. Good ones, too. And Al of It with embroidered creations with an Etsy page. We're also streaming and recording. So if you hate my voice, you can watch it and then mute it. This is perfect battle music for an official review. Totally not wasted. Oh. Official review was not ruled in IERD's favor. They will be charged their official review timeout. Going to start things up again. Steph Infection taking on Shotgun. Pack is at full. Steph Infection bowling through the front of that pack. That's going to be your lead jammer for Angel City. Shotgun also makes it through that pack. That's going to be the initial for Inland Empire. Steph Infection calls it. Angel City with 1 point. Holding IERD to 0 on that jam. That still looked cool, though. Flat Track Monster taking on Cheap Shot Peggy. Pack at full again. No one in the box. Cheap Shot Peggy trying to go on the inside lane, but couldn't force to reset behind Divide and Stomper. Angel City gets the lead jam first. Flat Track Monster looking for points. IERD Pivot Daddy Longlegs in the box. Flat Track Monster skates right through that pack for 4. Angel City trying to catch up. Flat Track Monster again right through the inside lane. Another 4 on the board for Angel City. Cheap Shot Peggy still at the front of the pack. One blocker is out onto the box. Cheap Shot Peggy finally makes it through. Initial pass for Inland Empire. Flat Track Monster looking to continue that run. Flat Track Monster intelligently looks to the rear, seeing Cheap Shot Peggy coming. Ends that jam with 3 more on the board. Score is 69-49 in favor of IERD. Angel City catching up, closing the gap as quickly as they can. Martha Squeaks taking on Terrorist coming up next. Angel City down 1 blocker. Martha Squeaks with that first hit. Not deterring Terrorist, taking in some punishment. Martha Squeaks going to the box for a cut tracks power jam for Terrorist and IRD. Haven't had a lead jammer yet. Terrorist could steal it. Lead jam position still open for Terrorist. Still has 2 blockers to go, sorry. 1 blocker to go now. Terrorist with lead jammer for Inland Empire. Power jam continues for IERD. That's going to be the end of the power jam. Martha Squeaks returns to the pack. Martha Squeaks still looking for the initial pass for Angel City, and does. Pushes through and finds that open lane on the outside. Terrorist still in the middle of the pack looking for more points. Finally does on the outside lane. Gets away with 4 and calls it. We are at halftime. The score right now is 73-49 in favor of Inland Empire Roller Derby. We're going to put 15 minutes on the board for a break. Don't forget, we have a 50-50 raffle at the back. Please see the IERD merchant table. And all of our merchants in the back, please visit and support them. We will see you back in now 14 minutes. Clock is ticking. On Terrorist, 1 Angel City blocker on the box. Gonna get things started. For those of you who can hear me streaming, I'm sorry, I'm eating a hot dog. Might totally be professional about it, though. Terrorist makes it through. That's going to be lead jammer for IERD. Damn, I'm good. Star pass completed by Angel City. Lead jammer looks to be Sailor Doom. Sailor Doom knocked into the front of the pack. Out of bounds, can't quite tell. Sailor Doom's going to play it safe and reset. Meanwhile, Terrorist makes it through. That's 4 points on the board for IERD. Angel City still looking for their initial pass. Terrorist finds a falter in the defense of the front. That's going to be 4 points on the board for IERD. Sailor Doom still trying to get through that initial. Pack still at full strength. Sailor Doom at the rear of the pack. Terrorist pushing those 3 blockers up front. Pack is still somewhat together. Jam is called out. That's going to be 3 points for Terrorist before the end. Next up is Martha Squeaks taking on Booty Vicious. Booty Vicious takes the lead jammer first for Inland Empire. Martha Squeaks resetting all the way to the back. This is being called, looks like a penalty on evilness. IERD losing a blocker. Booty Vicious trying to bob and weave through the front of the pack and makes it out for 4. Martha Squeaks also makes it out of that pack. That's going to be their initial for Angel City. Booty Vicious calls it before either jammer can reach the pack. Next up, Steph Infection taking on Shotgun. Steph Infection trying to get past Daddy Longlegs and does. Gets through all those blockers. Steph Infection lead jammer for Angel City. Shotgun faltering at the front of the pack. Angel City able to rebuild their defense. Still a little too late. Shotgun does make it through for the initial pass. Pack is moving. Steph Infection is going to reach that pack first. Steph Infection gets through that pack for 2 and calls it off. Oh. They just gave it to me. He's happy. I wish I had a better way to store this. There we go. Perfect. That cheap shot and missed it. Angel City pushes through first. That's going to be the lead jammer. Flat Track Monster already looping to the pack looking for points. Forced to reset briefly at the rear of the pack. Cheap Shot Peggy able to get through that pack for the initial for IERD. Flat Track Monster calls it. Angel City with 3, IERD with 4. These hot dogs are so unhealthy. Martha Squeaks taking on Terrorist. Terrorist races through that open lane, bobbing and weaving from the outside lane to the inside lane. That's going to be the lead jammer for Inland Empire. Martha Squeaks also makes it through on the inside. That's going to be the initial pass for Angel City. Terrorist also on the inside lane. Still has 1 left to go and does. 4 points on the board for IERD. Pack is moving. Terrorist picking up speed enough to catch up, but calls it. Holding Angel City to 1 point before the end. Steph Infection taken on Booty Vicious. Pack is at full strength. Penalty box is cleared. Booty Vicious pinballing through the middle of that pack and makes it through for lead jammer. Cut track called on Angel City. Power jam now over to Booty Vicious and IERD. Booty Vicious with 4. Power jam continues. IERD down 1 blocker. That's going to be the end of the power jam. All players returning back to the field. Ooh. Our false confession gets right back up and right at it. Open lane on the inside. Still got hit last second. That last second hit was courtesy of R2 Beat You. A good stall defensively by IERD. Angel City on their initial. IERD calls it for 4. We have Shotgun and Molotov Cattail on the line. Shotgun pushes through first. Lead jammer for IERD. Molotov Cattail at the middle of the pack trying to get through the inside. Star pass over on Angel City's side. New jammer is 5-1-0 divide and stomper. Shotgun calls it after scoring 4, however, ending that jam. Official timeout being called. Hey, that was quick. Got to start things up again. Flat Track Monster taking on Cheap Shot Peggy. The only box is clear. Pack is at full. Cheap Shot Peggy at the front of the pack, contending with 3 blockers. Flat Track Monster at the rear of the pack, contending with 4. Angel City trying to keep the pack together. Cheap Shot Peggy makes it through. That's going to be the lead jammer for Inland Empire. Cheap Shot Peggy stumbling through the front of that pack. Angel City trying to offer a last-second defense, couldn't. Vectress is trying to buy some time for Angel City. 4 points on the board for IERD and Cheap Shot Peggy. Cheap Shot Peggy taking advantage of the reduced blockers on Angel City's side. Gets through for 4. Open way on the inside lane. Cheap Shot with another 4. Cheap Shot with another pass for 4. You start telling that these players are getting tired. Angel City now on their initial pass. That's Flat Track Monster. Cheap Shot stays in bounds on one leg on the inside lane, scoring 4 and calling it. Martha Squeaks and Terrorist on the line. Both teams down one blocker apiece. Martha Squeaks makes it through first. That's going to be the lead jammer representing Angel City. Terrace finally makes it out of that pack as well. That's going to be the initial for IERD. Pack's moving. Martha Squeaks going from the outside lane to the inside, going right through the middle of that pack. Falters on the inside and calls it, scoring 3 points for Angel City, holding IERD to 0. Team timeout called by Angel City, their first of the half. We are at 16 minutes and 41 seconds left. That ends the team timeout. We have Steph Infection taking on Booty Vicious. One Angel City blocker in the box. And we are going. Steph Infection looks to have grabbed lead jammer. Booty Vicious close behind. Both jammers out of the box. This time the pack is awaiting both jammers to see what happens. Steph Infection calls it. Neither team scoring on this jam. Got to start a new one. Molotov Cattail taking on Shotgun coming up. Molotov Cattail almost made it through. IERD rebuilding their defense, buying some time. Molotov Cattail does get lead jammer for Angel City. Shotgun also makes it through. That's going to be the initial pass for IERD. Pack is moving past the turn. Molotov Cattail runs right through that pack and then calls it. Still earning, it looks like 3, sorry. Medic's over there. Crap, shoot. Are they okay? I didn't see a hit. Oh, I see. Okay. Push the timeout. Just for those of you streaming, we have one medical personnel on. So as soon as that medical person is busy with a player, we have to stop, as we always have to have one looking at the field at all times. We did have Molotov Cattail in the medical box. They look like they're okay. Yeah, they look like they're okay. Just going in there for a rest. Don't want to take any risks. But the game is continuing. IERD on the initial pass. That's going to be Cheap Shot Peggy, by the way. Martha Squeaks getting through that pack as much as possible and calls it. Gets 4 points on the board for Angel City. Next up, we have Steph Infection taking on Terrorist. Angel City down 2 blockers. IERD down 1. Looks like Terrorist takes lead jammer for IERD and is about to loop that pack. Steph Infection makes it through. That's going to be the initial pass for Angel City. Terrorist is going to hit that pack first. Pack is rebuilding to full strength. Terrorist on one leg, forced just out of bounds on the turn and decides to call it. Terrorist does get away with 2 points before the end. Molotov Cattail is getting out of the medical box. Looks like they're okay. And going back to the bench. Probably just playing it safe, so no hard injuries, it looks like. This is a good thing. Next up, we have Flat Track Monster taking on Booty Vicious. Penalty box is clear, pack at full strength. Booty Vicious out of bounds on the inside lane. Flat Track Monster makes it through the middle of that pack. That's going to be lead jammer for Angel City. Booty Vicious makes it through. That's going to be the initial for IERD. Oh. Angel City getting away with 4 before the end of that jam. Martha Squeaks taking on Shotgun coming up. Back at full strength again. These are the 2 more physical jammers. The pack gave both jammers kind of a couple feet head start to run right into them. Looks like Shotgun makes it through first. That's going to be the lead jammer. With Martha Squeaks forced to reset behind Moonshiner. Cut track called on Shotgun, it looks like. Cut track called on both of them? Penalty call on both of them, don't know which. So we're just going to have a basically pause in the game and switch jammers. We did have a lead jammer. We now have no lead jammer. Jam's going to go to the end. Both jammers are going to return to the pack at roughly the same time. And both stalled at the pack. Nickelman Heather returning to the pack. Pack has returned to full strength again. Shotgun forced out of bounds on the outside lane. Martha Squeaks makes it through on the inside. That's going to be the initial for Angel City. Shotgun mix here on the outside lane. Initial pass for IERD. Martha Squeaks on the inside lane. 4 points on the board for Angel City. Pack racing forward past the next turn. Players scatter all over the place now. A blocker apiece going to the box. Shotgun did make it through for 4. Martha Squeaks makes it through for 4, and that's the end of that jam. Forearm being called on Party Poison. Pivot for Angel City. Still no lead jammer. That changed. Cheap shot Peggy. Lead jammer for Inland Empire. Cheap shot Peggy tried to bob on the inside to the outside lane on turn, but forced out of bounds. Forcing to reset behind Drusilla. Steph Infection, meanwhile, on the inside lane, trying to contend with all 4 blockers now. With some help from Drusilla. Cheap shot Peggy up front, trying to get through those last 2 blockers. Had to let her go. That's going to be 4 points on the board for IERD. Pack returning to full strength, with Party Poison rejoining the pack. Steph Infection forced to reset behind Sammy Smackia. Cheap shot Peggy with another 4-point pass for IERD. Start pass over for Angel City. Party Poison and Cheap shot Peggy with a nice little skate around the park. And that is the end of that jam. It's going to be Flat Track Monster taking on Terrorist. Official timeout being called. For those of you dancing, a junior player told me to put this song in the playlist. official review being called by Angel City. Again, we are under official review being called by Angel City. We are at 6 minutes, 11 seconds left. 146 to 77 in favor of IERD. Don't forget, we got 50-50 raffles going on in the back. If you want to contribute and try and get some money, go ahead and help our host team out, Inland Empire Roller Derby. Got plenty of vendors in the back. Free dancing entertainment for your pleasure while this official review continues. Angel City will maintain their official review. It is ruled in their favor. IERD Pivot will obtain a second penalty in addition to what they have now. Art, yes. I don't know what you did. It didn't sound great. How dare you? Game continues. 6 minutes, 11 seconds left. We got Flat Track Monster taking on Terrorist with Sammy Smackia playing Audience in the penalty box. Terrorist caught on a cut track, tried to tiptoe on the inside lane, but couldn't maintain. So Terrorist is going to go into the box. Power Jam now over to Angel City. No lead jammer yet. Flat Track Monster could take it. Flat Track Monster gaining a penalty. Going to trade jammers and power jams. Terrorist back up. Going to start this jam again. This time a brief power jam for Inland Empire. Just a rule reminder, when both jammers go in, the last jammer stays in for as long as the other jammer did first. If that's confusing, sorry, middle of the game. Terrorist makes it through. That's going to be the initial pass for Inland Empire Roller Derby. No lead jammer will be rewarded. This jam will go to the end. Terrorist immediately right through the middle of that pack. That's going to be 4 points on the board. Flat Track Monster forced out of bounds by the returning Sammy Smackia. Pack is at full strength. Penalty called on Flat Track Monster. Power Jam back over to Inland Empire. Terrorist with a 4-point pass. Power Jam continuing. Terrace probing the three blockers up front, trying to find a hole, and does on the inside lane, staying upright and inbounds for 4, and that is the end of the jam. Power start for IERD coming back up. Booty Vicious is going to start the power start for Inland Empire. Flat Track Monster in the box momentarily. Booty Vicious almost made it through on the inside lane, but almost on the outside lane, but made it through the inside lane. Nope, forced to reset. I do not see lead jam was awarded, so it's still open. That's the end of the power jam, by the way. Flat Track Monster returning to the pack. Flat Track Monster right out of the box makes it through first. That's going to be your lead jammer for Angel City. Booty Vicious does make it through almost at the same time. That's the initial for IERD. Flat Track Monster calls it. Trying to see how many points they got. Flat Track Monster does not get away with points. A defensive stop. Next up is Shotgun taking on Meowtov Cattail. Meowtov Cattail at the front of the pack. Both jammers still stalled. Last second defensive effort by Angel City. However, Shotgun makes it through. Takes the lead jam. Shotgun almost immediately right through that pack. Still one last blocker to go. Divide and Stomper trying to offer that last second defense. 4 points on the board for Inland Empire. Star pass over on Angel City side. Now on their initial, that's going to be number 510 Divide and Stomper. Shotgun makes it through for 4. Shotgun calls it before Divide and Stomper could get any fun. Hey, how you doing, man? What are you doing here?
I was in the neighborhood.
Oh, I'd love to have you, of course. Still got one game. It's only 2. Yeah. This game's almost over. I can set up the other mic in a second. Martha Squeaks taking on Cheap Shot Peggy.
What's up, Papa?
Cheap Shot Peggy looks to go through first. No, Cheap Shot Peggy on a forearm call. That's going to be Martha Squeaks, who now has the lead jam for Angel City. IRD now down 2 players. One of them their jammer. Martha Squeaks makes through on the inside lane. That's 4 points. Martha Squeaks stifling a hit by Kel Razor. Staying upright and inbounds on the inside lane. That's 4 on the board.
First up on the line, going to be taking on the Flat Track Monster. Should have enough time for one more jam. 4-3 pack advantage going over to Angel City Derby. One blocker for Inland Empire and that penalty box.
All of a sudden, the production quality of the announcing team has improved with my better half here.
Yeah, I'm just a supporting role.
Wait, what? There's a fire here? What? I didn't know that. Oh, this fucking guy.
Oh, look at that! That's cool! That is super cool.
Right?
That is super cool. All right, still in an official timeout. Rolo over there telling us it's an official timeout. That or Namaste and he's doing his yoga. Closest thing to yoga I do is yogurt. Salute the sun.
Do a warrior pose. No, Rolo? You do that? No? No, Rolo? Okay.
There it goes again.
Boo, boring.
In the official timeout. Again, one more time. This time with feeling.
Once again, Flat Track Monster taking on Terrorist.
There's who wants to get the last jam underway. Flat Track Monster trying to get through. Terrorist trying to go on the inside, get knocked on the inside, however, recycle to the back of the pack. No, that would be a penalty. You can't pick up that pack. You can't pick up the penalty. All right.
Oh, yeah. Danny Longlegs forced to go to the box. IERD losing their pivot. Flat Track Monster finally picks up the star. Back at it again. Both jammers stalled. Flat Track Monster trying to get through first and does. Lead jammer now for Angel City.
Flat Track getting some encouragement from her bench. Flat Track getting knocked on the inside, having to go to the back of the pack. That's going to end the yeah, it's going to end that.
Yeah, that whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when that happens and this happens,
Yeah.
it ends up with this.
As things do, the next thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit, a little bit.
Flat Track Monster makes it through. That's going to be 4 points for Angel City. Terrorist makes it through. That's the initial for IERD. Flat Track calls it.
All right, let's see what that does. 4 points for Angel City. Currently 166-89 in favor of Inland Empire. Gonna make sure we got our numbers correct. All of our digits add up.
Got to carry the 1, solve for X.
Yeah, it's all correct. Why? I don't know.
Yeah.
There's no why.
The limit does not exist.
Uh-oh. That's the game. Final score, 166-89. Inland Empire is your victor on this one. But be sure to come up to get some derby love up on trackside. See the trackside, there is one heck of a mullet going into turn 3. That is like class. Look at that. That is the class right there. All right, let's give it up to your victors. Inland Empire Roller Derby. It's Mayhem. No, not Mayhem on the track. That's just the name of the team.
We can have Mayhem. That's fine too. Yeah, I like Mayhem.
All right, let's hear it for Angel City Derby, or Road Ragers.
What are you doing here, brother?
We were in Corona to do a Gundam card game.
Oh, okay.
They have their mobile.
Yeah.
Like, learning how to play, and we're like, hey, we're gonna go give JL and it is a hard time. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, let's do that. So I hope you don't mind. I figured to just stop by and
Always
say,
love to have you.
Yo,
Yeah. Not our table, so all I gotta do is worry about equipment.
good.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You gonna stay here for the second game?
Yeah.
All right. Which one do you want? You want